The key that we need to understand this morning, church, is that we can't give up on God. We can't give up on him. Because when those people make us sad, when those people hurt us, when those people do the most despicable things to us, we know that we can count on one person who would never leave us nor forsake us, and that's God. We have one in Jesus that will always be there with us. We have one with God who will always be with us. Are we to believe that Jesus, and what are you doing, Brother Melvin? I'm showing you that Jesus experienced some of the same heartbreaks, the same pains, the same sadness that we went through. Are we to believe that Jesus never lost a loved one? Well, he did. If you just go turn your attention over to Luke chapter 11, verses 1 through 44, there was a man named Lazarus that died. And the Jews were so aware of Jesus' love for them that they said, look how he loved him. Jesus loved him with all the power that he had and all the authority that he had. The Bible tells us that Jesus still wept. The same emotional experiences that we go through when we lose a loved one, Jesus went through the same thing. And he's the Son of God. And he still wept. How many of us have lost a loved one that we were surely close to? And as much pain as it brings, we cry, we mourn, we think about them, but they are no longer with us physically. Mentally, as we think about them, they are with us. But physically, they are no longer with us. But guess who's always with us at every day of our lives? God. When all else fails, God. When things are not going right, God. When you are at your lowest point, God. He'll never leave us as long as we stay with him. Here's one. When I was preparing this lesson, Brother Kwame, this one hit me. Are we to believe that Jesus never experienced betrayal? You just imagine somebody who's walking with you, who's supposed to be a close companion of yours, who's in the same ministry as you, and they betray you. Jesus was betrayed, as we all are aware of, by Judas Iscariot for 30 pieces of silver. For money. He was closely associated with Jesus. Jesus gave, listen, can you imagine knowing that this person is going to betray you, and you still, Matthew chapter 10, 1 through 4, distribute and hand him gifts? That's what Jesus did, knowing what this man is going to do. And he betrayed the Son of God. Has someone betrayed you? Has someone, betrayed your trust, your confidence? We have this vernacular in our society. We say they stabbed you in your back figuratively. And when this happens to us, we feel a certain kind of way. But what we can't do is allow the betrayal, to allow the person that stabbed us in our back, to allow this person to take us off our purpose in God. All the stuff that Jesus went through, he never allowed anyone to take him off the purpose that his Father gave him. We all in here have a purpose in God. Everybody. But we go through hardships. We go through sadness. We go through difficult times in life. But we can't allow those things to take us off the course that we're trying to get to when we're trying to get to heaven. We ought to look to Jesus always. And you all remember that famous situation Jesus went through when he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. And this shows us the human side of Jesus. He goes down on his knees and he prays to his Father and he says, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, let me take myself out of the way, but let your will be done. What are you saying, Brother Melvin? There's a lot of things that we go through in life. And instead of looking at the will of God for our lives and doing exactly what he says, we put ourselves in that way or in that place, and we don't remove ourselves out of it so that God's will can be done. You see this? And so what happens is when we put ourselves in that place to try to fix a problem without allowing God's will to be done, that's when the trouble and all the other disappointments and this discouragement and all that stuff happens to us because we are trying to fix a problem that God has already fixed. How many times have we prayed to God for something and it seems as if he's not even listening? And then we pray the next day and it seems as if God is not listening. Then we keep praying and it seems as if God is not listening.